Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I have another unboxing video for you today. This one comes with a little bit of a unique story. So I'm gonna unbox it first and then we can go over the story afterwards. So we have this box here, pretty unassuming, you know, slightly yellow. Could have been white when it was new, but that's part of the story. If you guys have seen this logo before, then you have an idea of what this could be. All right, guys, so you can see from the top of the box here, this logo. This is a Rolex Submariner. Really gorgeous looking watch. And the story behind it, or well, let's go over the reference numbers real quick. So as you can see right here, this is a reference number 14060, all black, Submariner, no date. If there's a date, it'd be right here in the right corner or in the 3 o'clock position. And this is a 14060M model, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like 90% sure. So I don't know if the camera can get close enough, but you can see here it's a 4-liner, and you'll notice that the watch is not ticking. So here's the crown right here. Bezel is right here. Nice classic black oyster bracelet. Showing no signs of wear. It still has this little QR code sticker, I believe. And if my research proves correctly, this should be a 40mm case. The newer ones, the 114060 and the 124060s, they are all 41mm cases. And also looks pretty thin. The case looks thinner. And here's the crown. So the story behind this watch, turned 30 recently, and I was back home with my parents, and my dad said that he had something for me, and he told me to go grab this box, and out comes that unsuspecting box from earlier, and this was in there, and I was truly really surprised. I also didn't know that this was from around 2011, so this could be a 2010 to a 2011 production model. The back of the card here, very difficult to get out because this one doesn't have that spring or that little extra piece that a lot of the newer Rolex boxes have. But I was just doing some work at home, and he told me to grab this box, and in was this Submariner. It's a watch that I've been thinking about purchasing for myself for a while. With my background in the military, watches are kind of like a niche little thing that we have because, you know, to some people this watch might be a luxury timepiece, but for me in the military, this is not only a timekeeper, but this is a tool. If you're in a dive team, this is a dive. If you don't know the history, this is a dive watch. So basically how this would work is that this 12 o'clock point up here would be set to whatever the minute hand is as such. And you can hear that. Hopefully the microphone will pick up the clicking. Sounds gorgeous. And so once you have it set up to the minute hand, that's when you would start your dive time. And then as your minute hand passes by, you would know, hey, how much time has gone by, and you can correlate that with your how much air your tank should have. That's if I recall everything correctly. If you want to comment below and, you know, educate me, go for it, 100%. And this is also unidirectional, so it only moves in one direction. For safety purposes, it won't swing, it won't click into the opposite direction, just because if you're diving and you hit something, you don't want it to hit the opposite direction. And my Legos just fell. But yeah, super cool gift from my dad. Huge shout out to my dad. He has some watches of his own that I never knew about, so pretty cool to know watches kind of run in the family. On my list right now, I have a green bezel sub date, so otherwise known as the Starbucks. been interested in that because I can wear that in uniform, or not, maybe, I don't know if it's authorized or not, but it looks good with the uniform, you know. And then I also have a GMT, mainly so I can keep track of my brother as he's elsewhere doing whatever he's doing. So just so I can know his time zone. But yeah, super cool watch. I wanted to unbox this because this is from 2011. This has not moved since sometime in 2011, which is crazy to me. So this was sitting around for the past 14 years until I just unboxed it. The jeweler that my dad purchased it from was London Jewelers. They still exist today. So hopefully I can stop by one of their stores and get this sized, because, you know, definitely want to use this as a tool and as a timepiece. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to see next. Stay safe.